I'm really excited about this next series of trainings as they are going to really help you with capturing those potential leads and really nurturing them based on their own personalities, their own who they are and whatever service you're offering them, you can really hone in on and finding out what their pain points are, what they need to move forward with your product, program, or service. And that is in quizzes. Now, quizzes are like forms and surveys, but quizzes give us actual analysis based on a person's answers. And so we can add values to answers, and therefore at the end, the quiz will add up those values and will give a different result based on the value. So think of it like a personality quiz. And you could ask the question, what type of superhero are you? And you could create a series of questions. And based on the values that a person answers throughout each of those quizzes, you will say, oh, you're like Superman. And then you can create a whole analysis around why the person's like Superman. And you can have this fun with this, or you can do this seriously. But we're not going to actually teach you quizzes today, because one of the things that we find that happens a lot of times is that we see a cool tool, we see an exciting tool, and we want to immediately just use it, but we don't really have a plan. And so the best way to build a quiz, and that's what we're going to do over this training and the following two trainings, the best way to build a quiz is to actually start with a physical quiz, something you've already created, and then build it. Rather than trying to add your questions and figure out values later, we should start from the beginning with what is it that we're actually offering people. And so we are going to teach you how to build quizzes, but we're going to show you a different tool first that will help you to make building the quiz so much easier. So before we even train you on the physical quiz that you can build inside the platform, we're going to train you on creating the quiz that you'll need for this particular tool. So I'm going to jump into Content Genius because we've already done the work for you. So I'm going to come into Content Genius, and once this loads, this is our ongoing AI tool. And you'll see right inside that we have our quiz builder. So when I click on the quiz builders, we can come right in here. Now, once you've filled something out inside of Content Genius, it always leaves the last thing. So we're going to build, there's two types of quiz builders that we have inside the system. We have business style, which is where it's really built to create some kind of like, hey, what kind of leader are you? Or based on the need you're trying to discover, personality type that way. It will help you to, what kind of plan do you need? What kind of program do you need? Maybe you're a fitness instructor and you say, what kind of weight loss program do you need? Or what kind of fitness program do you need? It'll build those kind of quizzes. And then personality quiz builder is more going to build fun quizzes based on a person's personality type, like what kind of holiday character are you? What kind of superhero are you? Things like that, things that are a little bit more fun. So we're going to do business based here. And I'm just going to use these two items. So the first thing it's going to ask me is, what's the industry, marketing, service, what that you're actually working in? So you could do this again. These are mix and match. So for me, I'm going to ask the question, what type of leader are you based on the Enneagram? That's kind of what we're covering. What kind of leader this person is based on the Enneagram. Now, if you're familiar with the Enneagram, then you know there's 9 Enneagram types. The great thing is in this situation is AI is also familiar with the Enneagram. So it will actually know these things and it'll help you build it. And you can actually have it it'll search the web and it'll find information out as well. And then we're just going to put the results. So see, these are the different results. At the end, it's going to break down what the results are. So it's going to create a quiz that helps determine which of these 9 characteristics you most resemble. Okay, so you could be the perfectionist leader, you could be the helper, the achiever, the individualist, the investigator, the loyalist, the enthusiast, the challenger, and the peacemaker. These are all Enneagram types. If you don't know what the Enneagram is, you can search Enneagram Institute and it will give you that. Okay, so for our quiz, we want to figure out what type of leader a person is based on the Enneagram. And those are the Enneagram types. So these are the results that we want to include. If you were doing maybe the DISC assessment, DISC, you could say, what is your DISC type based on DISC? Let the system know. The AI probably knows what DISC is and it could do that. Maybe you're doing again, I said fitness program. So maybe you'd say if you were doing a weight loss program, like I need to do muscle building, or you'd be better to do caloric deficit. You could come up with all your categories that you want the results to include. But for us, we're going to use Enneagram. I'm going to hit submit here. And when I do, right away, it's going to create this quiz. So please, it tells you exactly how to write it out, everything. So now we have everything we need. Now I want to help you understand what this actually is doing. It's actually valuing points here. So every answer a person gives is going to give a different point value. Okay. So every answer a person gives is going to give a different point value, just like this. Okay. And then what we're going to do is when we build our quiz, we're going to see that based on their point answers, 41 to 45, 34 to 40, 27 to 33, 20 to 26, based on their answers, it's going to give a rough estimate. Again, these aren't perfect. These are really meant to be fun. They're not diagnostic. It's going to tell us what their type is. And you'll see here, like this is the empathetic nurturing. Okay. So that is how we build a quiz. So what I'm going to recommend you do is you build your quiz. Let's do another one just for fun. Let's go in and say, let's go ahead and use the weight loss. So let's say, what is the best, what is the number, let's not use weight loss. Number one, what is your biggest need? For automation in your business, because that's what we do here. So maybe you need, let's come up with some ways that you need. So maybe you need email automation. Maybe you need lead capture. Maybe yours needs to be follow-up. Follow-up systems. Or maybe it is onboarding new clients. Okay, so we're going to click submit. The AI is going to think about this for a second. It's going to come back and go, boom, discover your ideal service product solution package. See, there we go. Welcome to the quiz, blah, blah. So it's going to come up with these questions. Generate more leads, boost more sales, conversion rates, improve. What is your current marketing budget? It's asking all these questions, and it's going to give me this really cool quiz that would tell them, based on their answers, they need a basic marketing package. They need a growth marketing package. So it tells them what would be best for them. Since we're doing this, let's go back to quiz builders. Let's do personality type. So we'll come in here and maybe the person you want to help, maybe you want to talk to, like, what kind of dog are you as it relates to relationships? Now that sounds horrible, but it's just kind of fun. And maybe we'll say a pit bull. Maybe we'll say Basset Hound. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. I think it's Basset. Nope. Basset Hound, Golden Retriever, or let's do a Greyhound. Okay, we're going to select submit. System's going to run it. It's coming with a fun quiz for us. What kind of dog are you in relationships? So boom, how do you express love to someone? What's your ideal perfect date? When faced with conflict in your relationship, what do you tend to do? What role do you... So it comes with all these fun relational based things and say, you're the mighty pit bull. You're the gentle greyhound. You're the playful golden retriever. So before we ever start to build a quiz, you need to figure out, like, do I need to show them, like, what the best place for them to travel is? Do I need to show them like how they make decisions? Do I need to show them more fun things? What is the way you want? And remember, everybody loves quizzes. So I want you to jump in, go into Content Genius, open up Quiz Builders, build some quizzes that you like. And when you're all done with them, you can obviously click copy. And remember, you have your history here, so you can always come back in and you can look and see, oh, I've done this one before. You'll be able to see your answers. So you can do a few of them. You can always copy them, and you're good to go. So do that, and then in our next training, we'll start walking through building our quiz with the